Hey everybody, it's Ryan Florio here in South Carolina. Obviously, we got sent home for the coronavirus, which I am very sad about. I wish I could all be there with you guys in class, doing this in class, and but hopefully you guys stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll be back in August. But today, I actually wanted to demonstrate. I got a baseball here. How I pitch, and many of you guys know, as I mentioned it before, that I do play baseball at Mount St. Mary's. It's a reason I am at the Mount, and the way I throw has definitely kind of saved my career. So I just wanted to kind of talk about, well, first off, I'm obviously going to demonstrate how I pitch, but just the mechanics of how I throw, my arm action, which is a lot different than other people, and kind of the mindset. I know that's something that it's almost hard to demonstrate, but I can tell you guys what I think just by the way I throw and everything. So like I said, first off, I am a submarine pitcher. So what that means is that I throw everything. My arm angle is from here down. Most of you guys look at pitchers and they're here, and when they throw, it's up top, and they're out here, and they're up, and they're extended, and they get through the baseball. But that is not me. I'm actually complete opposite of that. I kind of scrap everything that they do, and I do my own thing. And so I'm just going to show you that. So the first thing I'll do, and I'll show you multiple angles, but I'll show this straight on, is the first thing that I do is so this is called the stretch position, being set. So I only throw from the stretch position because all my mechanics are so quick, and I don't want to have room for air. I don't have room for air. So if I do one motion this way or that way, it could mess everything up. Everything's got to be in line. So the first thing, when I come set, I'm here, and the first thing I do is I turn my arm like this. I turn my arm in. And most people are like this when they're in the glove. I'm in. And what this does is this shortens up my arm action. So like I said, I wanted to talk about arm action and mechanics. Arm action is literally what your arm does. So some people are really long and extended, as you can see, extended, and some people are really short and they keep the ball tucked. That's me. So see, look, short and tucked. So by having my arm sideways like this, automatically makes my arm short, makes me think short and quick. So I'm here, I'm set, and with my arm turned, and the first thing I do is I drop. I drop into a sitting position. You want to be able to balance in this position like a pistol squat for as long as you can. Once you can do that, you can kind of start the rest of the motion. So as you see, look, you're balanced. I just fell over, but you stay here, and you're balanced, and you just kind of work to get lower. So once you get lower on that back hip here, and you're low, that's when your body can start to go. But as your body is starting to go forward, down, your hips have to move forward. So it's almost one motion, like you're kind of leaning. Maybe I'll show you better this way. You're here, you're leaning, but you're also going forward. So what you want to do is, it's all one motion. You come down like this, and you go out and you extend. So just flip it around. Here, you're back, you extend out with that front foot. And see how I'm in line right now? That's how you need to be. You can't be here. You can't be here, because if you're here, it opens up your front shoulder. If you step across yourself and cut yourself off, you can't get. So you have to be in line. That's the major thing, is you have to be in line. And as you can see, my back foot and my front foot are in line. So when you get to this position, your body's obviously down like this. So essentially, when your hands are separated, you're in this position right here. And I know this looks like an awkward position, but from here, you're there. This front hip opens. You have to get this front hip cleared because the shoulder has to get through. So you're here, this front foot opens, and there it is. There's that short arm action. It's all a twist. It's almost like with your back knee, as you can see. Back knee, boom. And you do that. Feel that motion right there? And then as soon as you snap this hip, and obviously I'm having trouble snapping, I'm on a wet ground and everything, but you're here, boom, snap, and you're there. And now look where your arm's at. My arm's below my knee. So what that does is essentially it gives the hitter the look that this ball is coming from the ground. And now some people are down here. It all depends on where you bend. Some people are here, some people are up a little bit. This is more kind of sidearm. I'm here. So it's there, it's down, it's snap the hip and go. So throwing from there, and maybe I'll show you one more. From here, it's back, there, you're down, snap, snap and go. Throwing from that angle actually gives the perception that the ball's coming up. And now I know everybody thinks when, pitchers throw that the ball comes down, and that's true. So that's why we're so unique as submarine guys, that we can throw the ball up. So that was my arm action, and those were my mechanics. Just, they're completely different from regular pitching. And that's why I think it's so cool to be able to demonstrate and show you this, because I stood up like this instead of going down. I was out in front like this instead of coming around for the majority of my life. And it really took probably the last 3 years to learn how to throw that way. And when you have that mindset, you don't try to strike guys out. You don't try to throw the ball hard. I mean, you're always trying to throw the ball hard, but you're not trying to throw it straight. Throwing from this angle, anything down here is going to make the ball move more. You'll get more spin. There's probably less velocity, just because all your muscles that you're using here to decelerate and accelerate, you don't really have that from this angle. It's more whippy, and your arm is more just moving by itself. So it's a completely different mindset than pretty much every other pitcher on your team. Usually there's one submarine guy on a staff, if that. So that kind of makes it unique that I am now actually our second sub guy on the team. But yeah, just throwing the ball like that has definitely helped me and changed me. But just the fact is that being a submarine guy and the mechanics I showed you, and the most important thing that I probably demonstrated was stepping straight. You can't really afford to mess up. You can cook and you can put a wrong ingredient in and you taste it and it's bad. Or you can do something else and you realize that it's bad. Well, when you're playing baseball and you're throwing, if you throw a bad pitch, that could lead to a run. It could lead to multiple hits. It could lead to a ball. So, we're trying to be perfect here. And there's not a lot of room for error, if any at all, especially when you're trying to be perfect. So when you do pitch submarine, keep in mind all that stuff you have to do. And honestly, your mindset is probably most important, that you might not have, the better stuff than some guys on your team, but you are unique in the fact that you can throw from down here. Like I said, not many guys can. It's almost like we're playing softball. And I'll just show you one more time. When you're here, you start with that arm there because you want that short arm action. That's so important, is having that short arm action. You do not want to get long at all. And you're just there. You come down to sit like you're sitting on a chair so you can gain your power. You step straight ahead, and as you're doing that, your body's down. And then you go as low as you want, and you come here. Just keep working, and you get right there. You throw, you release. Hopefully you throw a strike. Hopefully you get the kid out after the ball leaves your hand. That's all you can do. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you all stay healthy and safe, and have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. See you guys.